Hey guys, this is a part 2 from my video where I was doing some reading from this book. This book is called How Not to Kill Your House Plant. So I got this book from my library and it has lots of different information about lots of different species of houseplants. Last time I read 2 pages about aloe vera. This is what the pages look like. Here is actually the page that I read last time. So as you can see, they have a big picture of the plants. They have some different care and different problems and how to try to save the plant from these problems. And they also show some different plants that have very similar care to this one. So that is kind of the layout of this book. And today I'm just going to be reading another page from this book. Last video I did mention that I did get another plant book from the library. This is the other plant book. It's called What Is My Plant Telling Me? So if you guys would like me to do a reading from this book, I will also do that. If I get enough people saying that they would like that. So yeah, so just comment if you want me to do a video reading this one. This one is kind of similar. It's just information about different kinds of plants. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be reading a page from this one of a plant that I own or one I'm interested in. So this is what the little index looks like. So like I said, I read this one last time. So I will do a different one this time. I'm just going to look around and see. Okay, so I have a pothos. We could do that one. I wanted to see if they had. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I saw. Yeah, here it is. This is the inch plant. And I recently got a cutting from a friend, so I want to see some more information about it. I watched some videos on it, but yeah. Since it is one of my newer plants, I would like to learn some more. So that is page 134 and 135. So I will look for that. Okay, here is what the page looks like. If you would like, you can pause the video if you want to look at the pictures or look over the text before I start reading. I will show you the page again after I finish reading, but my camera view won't show like the entire page as I'm reading it, so just if you want to get a look at it, now's your chance. There's a big picture here. And here's a coleus that it shares care with. So it has similar care. Okay, I'm going to start reading this page now. These unfussy variegated plants are very easy to care for and look great in a hanging planter. How not to kill it. Location. Place the plant in a room that is 54 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. 12 to 24 degrees Celsius. Light. Provide bright, indirect light. It can take some direct light. Watering and feeding. Water freely when the top 1 inch, 2 to 3 centimeters, of potting mix dries out. Don't allow it to get waterlogged. Feed once a month during spring and summer. Care. Remove any shoots that have plain green leaves. These grow more strongly than variegated leaves and are less attractive. Down here we have a little bug alert. It says it is prone to aphids and spider mites on the foliage. And then here we have some common problems and solutions. So the first problem we have here is unvariegated leaves. So if you didn't know, variegation in plant leaves is any different coloring, and it's not just one color. So as you can see, these have a stripe down the middle and dark edges on the sides. So if you have leaves without variegation, your plant is not getting enough sunlight. To save it, remove the unvariegated leaves and move your plant to a brighter spot. The next problem we have here is limp stems. The stems trail naturally, but if they look especially limp, this probably is due to underwatering or root rot, which is caused by overwatering. To save it, make sure you only allow the top 1 inch, 2 to 3 centimeters of potting mix to dry out between waterings. Check for root rot, see plant diseases, page 28 to 29. And we can go to those pages later if we have some time. I'm gonna quickly just take a sip of my water. Okay, oh my gosh, my pencil just fell out. Okay, the next problem is brown leaf tips. The air is too dry or your plant is suffering from a lack of water. To save it, mist the leaves every 3 to 4 days. Check that you're giving your plant enough water. The last problem over here is spindly growth or losing lower leaves. This could be due to little light, not enough water, or not enough feed. However, it is more likely that your plant is a few years old. This plant becomes spindly with age, shedding its lower leaves. To save it, check your care regimen. If your plant is old and past its best, try taking stem cuttings and repotting them to make fresh plants. And then, like I mentioned earlier, over here, there is share the care. So this is a plant or multiple plants on some pages that share very similar care as the main plant. So for this one, it's a coleus. A coleus with its bright leaves is easy to grow and has the same needs as an inch plant. If it becomes leggy, take some stem cuttings. So, yeah. Here is the page again if you wanted to see any of their text or any of the pictures. What was the thing I was gonna go look at? It was a certain page it was like telling me to go look at. I can't remember. I think it was 28 to 29, but oh yeah, check for root rot, see plant diseases. Okay, so we're gonna look at some plant diseases on page 28 to 29, so I'm gonna go ahead and find those pages so we can look at those. Okay, I found the plant diseases. Here's the page. If you wanted to look at the page, now is your chance. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to list some of the diseases. If you're curious about them, I will show the page again when I'm done listing them, so then you can read more about them if you would like. There's some gray mold on this one. I'm gonna read like the disease and then like a very brief summary of how to treat it. Okay, so this one is gray mold. Water your plant from below, avoid splashing water on the leaves, remove any affected leaves. Crown and stem rot. You can try to save it by cutting out affected areas and treating it with fungicide. I think I'm saying that right. And don't overwater it. Powdery mildew. Remove affected leaves. Treat your plant with organic fungicide. Space plants further apart to improve airflow around them. Here we have some leaf spots. It says to remove the affected leaves, treat your plant, reduce humidity. Here we have spotty mold. Sponge off the mold with a clean, damp cloth and treat the insect infestation. Viruses. A virus would have been transmitted by insects or was already present on the plant when you bought it. There's nothing you can do to save it. Then the last one is root rot. Remove the potting mix and check the roots. You can save it by trimming off any affected roots with a knife and leaving any healthy white roots. So that's all of them. Here is the page again if you wanted to read further about any of these diseases on the plants. And there's also pictures for all of them if you wanted to look at them. So yeah, that is that page. And that is all I'm going to be reading today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I think I'm gonna do a part 3. So I'm gonna film that pretty soon now while I still have the time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed and have a great day. Bye.